Hey guys, this is Val from Dreamlight. In this video, I'm going to cover a quick review of dForce magnet for DAZ Studio. And this is made by Riversoft Art and by Esha. And it looks really incredible. It's like you can grab pieces of clothing, right? Or any dForce objects and really make that a point, like lift things up, like the skirt over here, clothing over here, uh, hair options and all that. Pick, after the clothing falls down, you can pick certain elements up. So this is really cool. I think, it just looks incredible. Just by looking at these images, it looks just incredible. And I thought, why not just give it, a quick spin and see what's happening. First of all, there is a cool video here that includes, I have no audio right now, but it just showcases a few of the how it looks like, right? How this looks like. I mean, this is quite incredible, I have to say. Very, very cool. And she has this video here. This is just a short demo, but she has a video that really showcases how she wraps around those piece of, it's a flat plane actually, and how she just wraps around the pillar. This is just a quick speed up demo. There is a real version. And it looks incredible, guys. Look at this. So this caught my attention, obviously. I use dForce all the time for clothing and hair, so I just thought, why not? Just give it a try. So, alright, just quickly before going into DAZ Studio, what's included is the video. I'm going to show you how to access it, the PDF as well, and the dForce magnet script. And there were some presets also, fabric properties like friction low, weight low, which eases, clothing as it moves and all that. Ignore left hand and so forth, right hand and so forth. All right. So in this demo, just a quick demonstration and check if this really works. You want to have your simulation settings, window, timeline, and tool settings. You can find all of them up here in the panes menu. Now I'm going to add and create a primitive plane with size 4 meters and divisions 200. It's very important that you have enough divisions when you are creating your objects manually. And I'm going to switch over to wire sheeted so I can see the grid. And first of all, we're going to turn this. I'm going to click on the plane and turn this into a dForce object. So in the simulation settings menu, I'm going to go here and just dForce create dynamic surface. All right. Once this is done, I'm going to bring up the tool menu, which just I kind of lost it. Let me just bring it up again. There it is. And I'm going to select here geometry editor and then click right here on the third option, which is vertex selection. All right, now I'm gonna go in here and just select a point and just simply click on it. Now when this point is now selected, I'm gonna now locate here. And this dForce script, you can find DAZ Studio formats, my DAZ library scripts, Riversoft Art, dForce magnet. And also you've got useful presets up here as well. So going backwards, you have the dForce magnet here. You got the info. And you also have the PDF guide, which is really good. And I mean, there are artists out there that, pay attention and include these things, right? And this is just incredible. Esha has put a lot of work into this. It's really, really useful. So I think this guide, read through it. Very important. so you understand how it works. And also there's a video here, links to a YouTube video, and that's the video I actually scrolled through really quickly just a moment ago, right? And this is the long version of it. It's 20 minutes long. I highly recommend you watch through that. It just showcases everything from scratch, including the incredible draping that occurs here. And just look at this, guys. Just look at how it, drags. Let me just see if I can. It's quite incredible. These two magnets here, she wraps around them this cylinder, and it's just amazing. I think right here we can just look at that, guys. This is pure magic. And having been using this for a while now, I kind of feel that magnets is kind of the wrong naming for it. It's not really magnets, it's like grabbers. You grab and you hold on to it. It's like pinching, it's like grabbing with your fingers and really attaching and dragging, So it's like more like a dragging, or I don't know, grabbing hold of the piece and just dragging it, instead of magnets. But I think magnet is a cool name, and really, it has a good, it just sounds better, magnets, right? So having that selected, you want to really, this point selected here, right? You want to really click on dForce magnet. And instead of clicking on it, I right-clicked on it and created custom action. So at the very top on the scripts, I've got here the dForce magnet here as well. So if I click on here, it automatically generates that magnet, and you can rotate it along certain directions. And I'm not going to go into that because it's just a whole new story. Just click on and add it as a default. And in the video, she talks about the importance of having 60 frames when you create this, simulation. I'm just going to use 30 here just very quickly. And basically you animate, now that it's attached, you animate this. So I'm going to go back to node selection, click on this magnet, it's an object. At the very beginning, I'm going to just place that keyframe. Again, turn off the tool settings, and pretty much just scroll the timeline. And now, having it still selected, I can just raise it off the ground a little bit and insert a new keyframe. And basically, that's all I did right now. I grabbed the piece and I moved it up. And now what happens if I simulate this? You want to disable this bones from memorize pose. We don't need it for this particular plane. And Esha talks about, in her video, how to add these magnets along the way when things are moving. So she gets kind of into a more advanced, way of using it. And it gets kind of advanced, so you have to understand how these magnets work. You don't want to, collide them with objects. You don't want to move them through objects. If you have several, you don't want to cross path them and so forth. And pretty much just simulate. And what happens now, I didn't alter any settings on the fabric. You can change, settings to make it less, have it less weight, be more, lower the friction so it, bends easier, but it still works by just default, and it looks amazing. So I think this is just an incredible product, very easy to use. As you can see, the clothing went straight down, all right, and it's attached to this magnet, like a grab, like a hand. You're pinching your hand there, the fingers, and you're just holding, grabbing onto it. And you can have multiple. And I mean, I just find this very, very useful, because it's just a whole new concept of draping, outfits, grabbing hair strands, and all that kind of. It just, creates a new opportunity to create renders and images that haven't been really possible before. So with this useful script, the incredible usage it has, the great PDF and the video, I think you have a really good package here, and I think this is an essential package for DAZ. So I mean at $24.95 regular price, and now on sale $17.47. It's kind of a no-brainer. I think if you're using dForce for outfits or hair, I think this is an essential plugin. It's something you just have to have because it just gives you so many additional options otherwise not possible. And it just, just pokes your mind on what's possible, and it just gives so many cool ideas what to do and what not to do. So let me do a more, I don't want to just leave you here, I just want to do a little bit more advanced thing. So I'm going to actually load a character. Alright, so here I have a Sandy 8 character, and I've added I've got a Kimberly hair, all right, and the chiffon slip dress, which is a dForce object, and I've got some shoes also. And what I'm gonna do is simply grab, let me just use some kind of, yeah, we can just use the default setting here. And what I want to do first is locate the simulation settings, and what I'm gonna do is simply clear. Okay, so this is the default, and as of now it kind of collides with her arm, the dress, which is not a good thing when you're calculating simulations. So you want to avoid all that at all cost, or else it would just backfire. However, there is a way around this, and that is to indeed use the start bones for memorized pose, all right? And that will then kind of create a T-pose in the beginning and ease the simulation into the pose. So that kind of removes this issue. But still, it's good to just check, just to be sure. So I'm gonna go into, let's see, tool settings, and geometry editor. I've got this still here, right, set to vertex. So I'm going to change to wireframe shaded. All right, so I'm going to click on the dress and just select one point here. And what I can do now is add the magnet. Okay, so dForce magnet. So what I want to do is move it to that position. Let's see. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. I dislike, having to be that precise on things. I just want them to be, I just want them to work off the bat. So, and this is why I'm doing a little bit more advanced showcase right now, because I want you to know that this is a great plugin, all right, or script, and it works really well, but it enables, it features a lot of advanced stuff at times. I can't move this for some reason, and you got to pay attention to what's going on, what's happening, and there is some learning curve here if you want to do more advanced stuff. It's not just as easy as just adding a small, point to a plane. When you have more advanced stuff, you got to pay attention. And Esha has a great video about that, but really it gets kind of technical, it gets kind of technical. So that is that. Let me just bring out my timeline. I'm just doing this a little bit roughly, and let's do one, yeah, let's just add a keyframe, and for some reason it stopped working, this one, let me just move it outwards. Just doing a simple thing, and add keyframe. Now, gonna just calculate real quick. Go in here, simulation settings. And just before you start, you got to simulate using the animated plane range. Okay, very, very important. And just to make it easy, I'm gonna scratch that memorize bone thingy and just simulate. And let's go for it. So as you can see, the magnet is moving and it's grabbing, holding onto the dress. This is fun, guys. This is really fun. But like I said, it's not something that you can just plug and play. You gotta, study this. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta follow the rules outlined by the script. And if you do that, and there is a little bit of learning curve, you're gonna do this great. And as you can see, it's not rocket science. It truly, truly works. And it just looks amazing. All right. Perfect. That is just incredible. It's like a hand just grabbing the skirt, the dress. Man, this looks incredible. Works perfectly. So guys, that's all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I highly recommend this. In my opinion, it's an essential DAZ Studio add-on, which means you should have it if you're using dForce. And that's it for now, guys. So go grab this. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon again.